Wondering why some Asian countries face such high U.S. visa rejection rates? It's a complex issue influenced by various factors, including political relations, economic conditions, and even the sheer volume of applications. Today, we will delve deep into the top 10 Asian countries that are grappling with these high rejection rates and explore the reasons behind this trend. High U.S. visa rejection rates can be a significant hurdle for many aspiring students, professionals, and tourists. The reasons for these rejections can range from incomplete documentation to concerns about the applicant's intent to return to their home country. Let's dive into the details and understand the broader trends and specific challenges faced by these countries. Let's start with overall trends. The fiscal year 2023-24 saw a decade-high rejection rate for F1 student visas, reaching a whopping 41%. Out of 679,000 applications, 279,000 were rejected. This is a significant increase from previous years, and has left many students and their families in a state of uncertainty and disappointment. The reasons for these high rejection rates are multifaceted. For one, the U.S. has been tightening its immigration policies over the past few years. This has led to stricter scrutiny of visa applications, especially for student visas. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted visa processing and created a backlog of applications, further complicating the situation. That's a lot of disappointed students. First up, India. India has now surpassed China as the top source of international students to the U.S. However, this surge in applications has also led to a higher number of rejections. In FY 2024, F1 visa approvals for Indian students dropped by a staggering 34% compared to FY 2023. This decline is particularly concerning given that Indian students make up a significant portion of the international student population in the U.S. The reasons for these rejections can vary, but common issues include concerns about the financial stability of the applicant, doubts about their intent to return to India after their studies, and incomplete or inaccurate documentation. Only 63,973 Indian students received visas in 2024, down from 103,000 the previous year. This sharp decline has had a ripple effect on universities and colleges in the U.S., many of which rely on the tuition fees paid by international students to fund their programs. The impact of these rejections is not just limited to the students themselves. Families invest significant time and resources into the application process, and a rejection can be a devastating blow. Moreover, the broader economic implications are also significant, as international students contribute billions of dollars to the U.S. economy each year. Next, China. Historically, China has faced high rejection rates too. Though recent data is scarce, they remain the second largest source of international students after India. The reasons for these rejections are similar to those faced by Indian students, including concerns about financial stability and intent to return to China after studies. The political relationship between the U.S. and China has also played a role in these high rejection rates. Tensions between the two countries have led to increased scrutiny of Chinese visa applications, particularly for students in sensitive fields such as technology and engineering. Despite these challenges, Chinese students continue to pursue education in the U.S., drawn by the high quality of education and the opportunities for research and professional development. However, the high rejection rates have led many to consider alternative destinations such as Canada, the UK, and Australia. Let's not forget Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. These countries also face high rejection rates, especially for student visas. The reasons for these rejections are similar to those faced by students from India and China, including concerns about financial stability and intent to return home after studies. In addition to these common issues, students from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal also face challenges related to the political and economic conditions in their home countries. These factors can lead to increased scrutiny of visa applications and higher rejection rates. Moving down the list, we have Vietnam, Indonesia, and the Philippines. All have their share of visa woes. These countries face similar challenges to those faced by students from India, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal, including concerns about financial stability and intent to return home after studies. In addition to these common issues, students from Vietnam, Indonesia, and the Philippines also face challenges related to the political and economic conditions in their home countries. These factors can lead to increased scrutiny of visa applications and higher rejection rates. Then there's South Korea, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. Again, high rejection rates but limited recent data. These countries face similar challenges to those faced by students from other Asian countries, including concerns about financial stability and intent to return home after studies. In addition to these common issues, students from South Korea, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand also face challenges related to the political and economic conditions in their home countries. These factors can lead to increased scrutiny of visa applications and higher rejection rates. In a global context, other countries like Canada and the UK have also tightened their student visa rules. This has led to increased competition for visas and higher rejection rates for students from Asian countries. The U.S. Department of State says visa decisions are made on a case-by-case basis, following federal regulations. However, the high rejection rates faced by students from Asian countries suggest that there are broader trends at play. So there you have it. These are the Asian countries that struggle the most with U.S. visa rejections. If you're applying for a visa, do your homework and be prepared. Good luck. The key to a successful visa application is thorough preparation. Make sure you have all the necessary documentation, including proof of financial stability and a clear plan for your studies and future career. Be honest and transparent in your application, and be prepared to answer questions about your intent to return to your home country after your studies. It's also important to stay informed about the latest visa policies and regulations. The U.S. Department of State regularly updates its guidelines, so make sure you are aware of any changes that may affect your application. Finally, consider seeking advice from a visa consultant or an immigration lawyer. They can provide valuable guidance and help you navigate the complex visa application process. If you're applying for a visa, do your homework and be prepared. Good luck.